the residents of 44 Prince Street. As you know, the restaurant, which is proposed at 115 Salem Street, is Rigoletto's. And we did have a meeting on March 26th in 44 Prince Street with the chairman of the Board of Trustees and several of the unit owners. And they were all notified of the meeting, but in any event, their concerns were brought to our attention, which had to do really with potential for noise and possibly, you know, some of the aromas that might be emitted from the restaurant. But we did send a letter then on April 1st agreeing to take measures that we felt would mitigate any of the concerns that they do have. We also notified them of the upcoming meetings. We had notified them that the April meetings were postponed and that we would be meeting here in May. So they've all been notified of that, as have been the residents of 115. And so we believe that the concerns, at least that were raised by 44 Prince Street, have been addressed, and that, you know, notice has been given for tonight's meeting. Beyond that, we did write to the Boston Licensing Board, telling them of our status and the fact that the establishment was closed. And we did also indicate to them that should we be approved by the Zoning Board of Appeals, that you know, we did have some changes in the floor plan that might mean we had to go back in to the licensing board to submit to a hearing on a change in description of the premises. But even if not, that we would submit to a proviso that alcohol be served only in conjunction with food. So I guess that's about the side of it, unless there are questions.
Okay, and we have a representative from 44 Prince?
Yes, and we're fine with it.
You're fine with it? Okay. Okay, any questions?
Yeah, Dave Kubiak, Cleveland Place. I'm just interested, specifically, what did you do to address the concerns that were raised?
Okay. So, you know, we gave them an overview, obviously, the operation of the premises, the hours, et cetera, and the fact that we needed to upgrade the kitchen equipment that was necessary to accommodate the menu. They were concerned about light and noise. And so what we said we would do is that, assuming we could get the approvals from the City of Boston, you know, safety authorities, as well as the condo lessor, that we would either try to break up, there are 2 windows in the rear of the premises, and the way this exhaust system is actually installed is it comes up through the kitchen ceiling, it exits onto the roof of the second landing, and then makes its way over a parapet, up the wall, onto the roof with a clearance of at least 10 feet off the edge of the roof on all sides, so that it really is more or less confined to almost the middle of that roof. But that being said, we indicated that they were afraid of the noise that might come out of those windows, even though the windows would be kept closed the entire time. So we said we would either try to break them up, or possibly, if that didn't work, we couldn't get approval, then they would install a certain kind of window that would be, you know, with adjustable shutters, so that they could basically black out the windows, and also maybe contain any noise that might come out of that. Although we really do think that if neither one of those works, we could certainly work with the fire department too, to see if you could just basically board up the windows, because I have noticed that some windows are basically boarded up in the back of the building. So in any event, the idea was they didn't want to hear any noise, they didn't want to see any of the kitchen activity going on. So that was one thing. And I guess the other thing was just that we agreed that when that system is going up, vertically up the side of the building, that we would make sure that the exterior ductwork could be painted the same color as the wall, so that it would blend in with it, and that we would, you know, it would match the bricks on the rear of 115 Salem Street. Obviously, they were concerned about cleaning of the ventilation system, which actually is a requirement of the City of Boston, and we must get certificates, you know, accordingly, and that we would certainly, you know, submit to quarterly cleaning and inspection of the commercial cooking hood and ventilation system. And so that was about it. I mean, that we would notify the residents, which we did again on tonight's meeting.
One other question, where will trash and grease be stored before it's collected?
Alex, could you answer that question?
Yes, the trash will be in the basement, where all the other buildings will put the trash, will be the same spot. Same area.
Okay, so not in the back alley, for
No.
instance. Good, thanks.
Okay, any other butters here? Okay, any other questions?
Well, they've got a 12:30 on their license. So basically, if I'm not mistaken, what time, Alex? I mean, prepping in the morning.
Yeah,
right?
it's 10 in the morning to 12:30, the same hours. Same hours the restaurant has.
So say 10 a.m. to 12:30, but I mean, it probably wouldn't be open for business 7 days a week, right?
Correct.
And it's seating capacity of 40 people.
Okay. Anything else, Dave?
When are you hoping to begin operation?
Well, seeing as it's been 1 year as of tomorrow that it's been closed, we hope that as soon as we get to the Board of Appeals, they would work with the city officials to make sure that, you know, the layout is appropriate and that it meets all code requirements. They have actually met with the city's environmental health department early on to really plan out that kitchen so that it meets all requirements. But I mean, I would hope as soon as possible, honestly. They were hoping to maybe get, you know, started sometime in the summer.
Okay.
I was gonna make a motion.
Okay, no other questions, and motion to vote, yes or no? Yes. Okay, second? Thank you, okay. So we're gonna use the pink ballot, and if you support this proposal, circle support, and if you oppose it, circle oppose. 23 support and 7 opposed. So we'll write a letter in support.
Thank you very much.